I'll be staying at James's tonight. Don't wait up. That was the text. No stopping, no sorry. Just a simple lie wrapped up in 8 words. I looked at my phone long enough to feel its heat on my hand. My fingers didn't shake. They typed what they were trained to. Thanks for letting me know. Then I stood up, calm and silent. It's strange how betrayal doesn't shout when it hits you. It whispers. It sits in your chest like a slow burn, and for the first time, I chose to let that feeling burn until the end. We met 4 years ago at a friend's dinner party in Seattle. He spilled red wine on my sleeve, mumbled an apology, and spent the rest of the night trying to make me laugh. I fell for the softness in his voice, the way he listened like everything I said mattered. He used to call me his peace, but peace was never what he truly wanted. He wanted power hidden as love, control wrapped in charm. Looking back, I should have known. The first time he forgot to mention dinner with Ina. The second time she called and he left the room to answer. The third time, his phone stayed face down. Always. It's funny how patterns are hidden until you connect the facts. 2 weeks before that text, I already knew. A receipt from a restaurant we'd never been to. 2 glasses of wine. 1 dessert. Ina's perfume still on his sweatshirt. Not the one he wore with me. The other one. The one he said he kept in his car. I didn't fight him. I simply watched. He came home late, singing softly. He kissed my forehead like a man who thought he was winning. I smiled back the way you do when you have already planned the ending. That night, I started moving his things. Not out of the apartment, not yet. Just closer to the door. A silent test. When the text arrived, I was ready. I packed everything. His clothes, shoes, shaving cream, gym gear. Each item folded perfectly. I didn't cry. I played music instead. Something steady. Something that didn't feel anything. By midnight, the boxes filled the back of my car. By 1 o'clock, I was parked outside Ina's apartment. Her name was still on the doorbell. I smiled. He didn't even try to hide it. I left the boxes neatly by her door. A note on top. He said he'd be staying here tonight. No signature. No fancy words, just the truth. Then I drove home, deleted his name from my phone, blocked him on everything except calls, because some messages need to be heard. At 3:07 a.m., the phone rang. I didn't answer the first time or the second. The third call was full of panic. I let it play out on speaker, the sound echoing in the dark room. Where the hell are my things? Why are my clothes at Ina's? What did you do? His voice broke halfway through. That was the sound of a man watching his lies fall apart. I waited until silence came back to the line. Then I said calmly as a confession, "You told me not to wait up." He cursed, begged and demanded all at once. I hung up before he could finish. Morning brought a kind of quiet peace I hadn't felt in months. His toothbrush was gone. The bed felt bigger, and for the first time, I could breathe without changing myself to fit someone else's lies. He came by that afternoon, hitting the door, shouting that I had gone too far, that it wasn't what I thought. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. Through the peephole, I saw his eyes, confused, angry, small. That was enough. By evening, he texted from a new number. "We need to talk." I didn't reply. I sent him an email instead, short and businesslike. Lease moved to my name. Shared bank accounts closed, bills changed, the digital way of erasing him. He tried calling again that night. I ignored it. 3 days later, Ina posted a picture. His sweatshirt on her couch, his hand barely showing. A victory post, I guess. But victories are about timing. 2 hours after she posted, her friends started seeing the boxes in the corner of her photo. His name was written clearly across one of them in black pen, the same handwriting as the note I left. The comments came fast. Questions, guesses, awkward silence followed. She deleted the post in less than an hour. He deleted his social media account. And I poured myself a drink, not to celebrate, but to mark the end. Revenge is not always loud. It is the art of planning. The pause before the fall, the stillness before the hit. He thought he had shamed me, but I didn't need to scream or throw things. I just needed to make him face the truth of what he'd done in public quietly with no escape. I didn't ruin him. I showed him who he was. And that is a much cleaner end. When he called one last time, his voice was small. "Why did you do it?" I almost laughed and said, "You told me where you'd be tonight." Then I hung up for good. And just like that, peace finally meant what it was supposed to.